Welcome to my next Shameless Season 11 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you aren't caught up to the point where I am at rewatching or watching Shameless, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which, of course, I'll mention as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, you found that you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And for all of you that are wondering, I've watched this show all the way through at least one time thus far. Some episodes I've seen more than others, but this is a really good show. I like it a lot. I wanted to rewatch it to let it kind of sit in my head, as I binged it the first time, so now I'm taking my time with it. So I'm watching like 1 to 3 episodes a week, probably more on the one side, sometimes 2. And I want to see what my overall thoughts on the show are, because I like at least 7 seasons a lot. Season 8's good. Season 9, yeah. And Season 10 is alright, and Season 11 is not that good so far. But hey, I just want to see what my thoughts are, and if you want to jump ahead a bit and hear what my thoughts are on the Shameless series finale, click right here with about 20 seconds left. That'll be my series finale rant video, assuming that you've seen every single episode of Shameless. So with all that said, this will be Shameless Season 11, Episode 2. The title of this episode is called Go Home, Gentrifier. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So Carl is out for a jog. Franny wakes up. It's her birthday. She wants presents, and Lip says, let's go get some breakfast. And then Liam asked why Lip and Tammy slept in the living room, and Lip says something to do with fumes in their rented new house. Liam is going to sell sandwiches at school, so Lip can have one. Franny tells Debbie she hates princesses. Ian tells Mickey we need money, legal money. Ian tells Mickey if he doesn't get a real job today, no more sex. Tommy arrives at the alibi and sits away from Kermit. Frank arrives. Top of the morning to you. Frank also wonders why Tommy and Kermit are sitting so far apart. Frank tells V and Kev he can get them more product. We can go on this together. Partners? And Kev says yes and V says no. And then Frank's like, trial run today to prove myself. Frank says he was born to do this. He's been training for this his whole life. And then V and Kev's like, well, you know what? We don't have any other options. They agree. And then Frank's like, you will not regret this. Carl has been partnered up with Officer Tipping, and he says, bring it in. And brings it in, meaning he wants a hug. And then Carl's kind of weird at that because of the whole COVID situation. And he's like, we've all been tested. You wouldn't be here if you had it. And then Lip's out for a walk with Fred. What the actual fuck? Lip sees the window is broken in his new rented house. 2 of them, actually. An informal with Jerome inspires Mickey. An infomercial while Mickey is watching TV inspired him to get a job with a guy named Jerome. Ian talks to his coworker who says it sucks to be a white male in America these days. Carl wants to bust some heads with Tipping. He really isn't interested, though. Tipping says he's never been shot and never leaves the car. Frank goes to get some drugs. Tammy, Sandy, Franny are at the store playing with fake lightsabers. Lip calls Tammy and tells her about the broken windows. What the serious fuck? Tammy says. Sounds like Deb from Dexter. Now someone has dumped a bunch of trash underneath their windows. Mickey has a job interview at where Ian works. Mickey is told that this isn't the job for him, and he flips out. Tipping is jamming out to Shake That Ass for Me, Shake That Ass for Me, come on, let's shake that ass for me. An Eminem song, amongst other people are in it. And Tipping says that song makes him feel like a badass. Then a call comes in, and Tipping doesn't want to take it. Frank wants to charge more money for the brownies. Liam donates his sandwiches for whatever they can donate. We see a scene, and I think this is out of place, but Mickey, never mind. Carl tells Tipping he's hungry for action. Carl tells Tipping this is so not what he signed up for. Mickey steals somebody's truck, and then, this is what I meant. Shortly thereafter, he goes back to Ian's job and takes the dumpsters. They were putting expired food in there. And then a couple comes into the alibi looking for the marijuana magician. They end up buying 4 brownies from Frank. And remember, he wanted to upsell those brownies. Lip talks to Marcia about the broken windows. She doesn't know anything about that or the trash. Carl and Tipping eat lunch at Tipping's place. He meets Tipping's mother. Tipping tells Carl after a meal he likes to nap. And Carl is just not happy with this lack of action. Sandy and Tammy agree that Debbie's obsessed with Franny's princess party because she wanted one when she was little. Tammy says she was into G.I. Joes when she was young. Instead of a princess castle, Debbie gets a Dracula's castle, one of the blow-up castle things. Tipping puts on the siren. We got some action. Carl gets excited. He turns on, and it turns out a traffic light is out. And then Mickey brings the dumpster that he got of food to the jail, or prison, jail. And then the guy eventually is interested after thinking about it, even though the food is expired. Ian's paycheck is off. He's told that they don't let it get over 40 hours. So it's like 39 point, and you can't get 40 hours at this job, because then they don't have to give you benefits. Some jobs you can get benefits without being for full-time 40 hours. But anyway, Carl's told Tipping he's allergic to fun. He's told that by the other cops. And Tipping tells Carl he should get some rest when they ask him to go out for drinks. And then Carl is able to talk Tipping into buying him one drink. Carl meets a female at this get-together. She asks him if he wants to fuck. So they go back in the bathroom. Frank makes V and Kev a bunch of money. Frank wants a bigger cut next time. Trial run is over. Frank tells Kermit and Tommy to kiss and make up. Tipping and Carl fuck their ladies in the bathroom. And then Arthur Tipping passes out, and the chick that he's with says she thinks her vagina killed him. Debbie has everyone sing the princess song. Mickey arrives and gives Franny a gun, and she's super excited. Tipping is taken into an ambulance. Lip catches Marcia and friends mess with their house. So they're the ones that broke the windows. They're the ones that put the trash in it around it. And the reason why is they're making their house look way better, and then they'll raise the property up, the rent up, and they don't want that to happen. They want everything to stay the same. Kevin V tried to buy weed at night from Frank's dealer, but Frank already came to get some more from his dealer. And Frank tells Kev and V he wants 70% as opposed to their 30%. Mickey is happy with the earnings that he made from the sale of the expired food, but Ian says he didn't get a real job. Mickey starts kind of dropping the money on Ian while he's doing sit-ups. Tammy and Lip vandalize their own house, and that's what ends this episode of Shameless. So, again, I'm not the biggest fan of Season 8. I'll score this episode a 6.4 out of 10. Our standout characters of the episode, I think Frank was a standout because of how good he is about upselling this shit and how genius he can be at times. Tipping was memorable, especially when he was singing Shake That Ass For Me, Shake That Ass For Me. And then Carl was pretty memorable as well. And then V, if any, the biggest female character in my opinion is V. You had Tammy, you had Debbie and Sandy, but they kind of already all did the same thing. So you've heard what I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of Shameless and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please consider Hulk smashing the like button. And remember, I cover a lot of stuff on the channel. Easiest way to find out what I cover, just go to my playlist. I'm sure there'll be something else you like. Share the video with a friend. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of Shameless. What would you rate the episode? Who would be your male character of the episode? Who would be your female character episode? And anything else that you want to add? Remember to click right here for my Shameless series finale rant video, assuming that you've seen every single episode of Shameless. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel. You're watching the video anyway. Join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDevTV.